Ever wondered about the risks that come with being a professional athlete? Injuries are a part of the game, but just how common are they? Sports, whether played at a professional or amateur level, pose a certain level of risk. The thrill of the game, the adrenaline rush, and the cheers from the crowd can sometimes make us forget that athletes, like you and me, are human. Yes, they may have exceptional skills and physical prowess, but they're not immune to the physical toll that sports can take on the body. Now, sports injuries are not just about sprained ankles or pulled muscles, which are quite common and recoverable. We're talking about serious injuries that can sideline an athlete for weeks, months, or even end their careers prematurely. These can range from severe concussions and bone fractures to debilitating ligament tears and spinal injuries. The risk of such injuries is a constant companion for athletes. Every time they step onto the field, court, track, or ice, they're aware that one wrong move, one awkward landing, or one high-impact collision could change their lives forever. And it's not just the physical impact we're talking about. Imagine reaching the pinnacle of your career, achieving your lifelong dream, and then having it snatched away in a split second. The emotional and psychological toll can be just as severe, if not worse, than the physical pain. Moreover, the consequences of these injuries often extend beyond the athlete's career. They could affect their personal lives, their ability to engage in everyday activities, and their future health. It's a risk that they willingly take, driven by their passion for the sport and their desire to push the boundaries of human performance. But it's not all doom and gloom. With advances in sports medicine and rehabilitation, athletes have a better chance than ever to recover from injuries and return to their sport. However, the reality remains that sports injuries are a significant and ever-present risk in the world of athletics. Now let's delve into some real-life examples of famous athletes who've experienced these injuries. Take the case of Kylian Mbappé, a star footballer who's experienced his fair share of injuries. Kylian Mbappé, a world-renowned footballer, has had quite a journey with sports injuries. This French superstar, who has been setting the football field ablaze since his teenage years, has had to deal with several setbacks along the way. But like a true champion, he's always bounced back, stronger and more determined. The first notable injury in Mbappé's career came in 2018, when he suffered a bruised shoulder playing for France in a friendly against Uruguay. Despite the pain, he soldiered on, showing the world his dedication and love for the sport. However, the most significant injury in Mbappé's career came in 2020, during the French Cup final. A reckless tackle resulted in a severe ankle sprain, sidelining him for a significant period. This injury was a major blow to Mbappé and his team, Paris Saint-Germain. Mbappé's treatment for this injury was a combination of rest, physiotherapy, and targeted exercises to regain strength and mobility. His recovery was closely monitored by a team of medical professionals, ensuring he was fit to return to the field. This comprehensive approach to treatment and rehabilitation is a testament to the importance of proper care in the context of sports injuries. The impact of these injuries on Mbappé's career is undeniable. They've forced him to miss crucial matches and have tested his mental fortitude. But they've also shaped him into the resilient player he is today. Each setback has only fueled his passion and drive to succeed. He's used these experiences to grow, to learn, and to emerge as a stronger, more focused athlete. Despite the challenges he's faced, Mbappé's story is one of resilience and determination. His journey serves as a reminder that injuries are part and parcel of sports, but with the right treatment and a positive mindset, they can be overcome. Mbappé's story is just one of many. Let's look at another case. Tiger Woods, one of the greatest golfers of all time, has also had to overcome numerous injuries. In the world of professional sports, Tiger Woods is a name that resonates with grandeur and resilience. His golfing career has been nothing short of extraordinary. However, the path to his numerous victories hasn't always been smooth. It's been marked by a series of injuries that have tested his mettle time and again. In the early years, Tiger's career was relatively injury-free. However, in 2007, he ruptured his anterior cruciate ligament while running at home after the British Open. Despite this, he continued to play, even winning the US Open the following year. It was only after the tournament that he underwent reconstructive knee surgery. Then, in 2009, Tiger suffered a neck injury, which he attributed to the stress of his golf swing. The following year, he was plagued by a right Achilles tendon injury. These injuries, coupled with personal issues, saw Tiger's performance begin to falter. In 2014, back troubles began to surface. Tiger underwent a microdiscectomy surgery to alleviate a pinched nerve, but the relief was short-lived. The pain returned, leading to a second surgery in 2015 and then a third shortly after. Despite these setbacks, Tiger's spirit remained unbroken. He underwent extensive rehabilitation, incorporating physical therapy, strength and conditioning, and even mindfulness training into his recovery routine. He faced each challenge with determination, viewing them not as obstacles, but as opportunities to grow and improve. The impact of these injuries on his career was significant. They led to a dip in his performance and a drop in his world ranking. But Tiger Woods, true to his name, proved to be as resilient as the majestic creature he's named after. He made a remarkable comeback, winning the Masters tournament in 2019, a testament to his indomitable spirit. As we can see, injuries can happen to anyone, regardless of their sport. Tiger Woods' journey is a stark reminder that while injuries may be a part of the game, they don't have to be the end of it. Tennis superstar Serena Williams has also faced serious injuries throughout her career. This powerhouse of a player who has dominated the tennis world for over 2 decades has faced her fair share of physical challenges. One of the most notable injuries Serena faced was in 2011, when she had to withdraw from several tournaments due to a pulmonary embolism, a life-threatening situation where a blood clot blocks one or more arteries in the lungs. This was a major setback for Serena, yet her resilience was evident. She underwent anticoagulant therapy, a treatment to prevent the formation of blood clots, and gradually made her way back to the court. In 2018, another injury loomed over Serena's career. She suffered a pectoral muscle injury during the French Open, which affected her serve, a crucial part of her game. This injury required extensive physical therapy and a temporary withdrawal from competition. The impact of these injuries on Serena's career is undeniable. They led to pauses in her game, breaks in her momentum, but each time Serena approached her recovery with a warrior's spirit. She worked with her medical team, adhered to the necessary treatments, and trained relentlessly to regain her strength and agility. Serena's journey of dealing with injuries teaches us a lot about her character. It is a testament to her determination and her unyielding spirit. She refused to let these injuries define her career. Instead, she used them as stepping stones to bounce back stronger. The comeback tales of athletes like Serena Williams are awe-inspiring. They highlight the reality of sports injuries, but also the potential for recovery and return. It's all about the approach, the mindset, the determination to not let setbacks keep you down for long. These cases are reminders of the physical demands and risks of professional sports. But more than that, they are stories of resilience, of the human spirit's capacity to overcome adversity, and of the relentless pursuit of excellence even in the face of the greatest challenges. So what can be done to prevent and recover from these injuries? Well, let's start with prevention. One of the most crucial steps in avoiding sports injuries is proper training. This includes not only mastering the techniques of the sport itself, but also strengthening the body to withstand the physical demands of the game. Regular strength and conditioning exercises can go a long way in injury prevention. Next, we have equipment. Whether it's a helmet for football, shin guards for soccer, or the right shoes for running, using the correct and well-fitted equipment can significantly reduce the risk of injury. It's not just about having the gear, it's about using it correctly and ensuring it's in good condition. Now, let's talk about rest. Our bodies aren't machines, they need time to recuperate. Overtraining can lead to fatigue, which ultimately increases the risk of injury. So it's essential to balance intense training sessions with adequate rest periods. But what happens when, despite your best efforts, you still get injured? That's where recovery strategies come into play. Physical therapy is often the first line of treatment for sports injuries. It involves various techniques such as exercises, massage, and heat treatment to help restore function and movement. In some severe cases, surgery may be necessary, but it's important to remember that surgery is typically considered as a last resort when other treatment options have not been successful. Of course, recovery doesn't stop at the physical. the mental aspect of recovery is equally important. Athletes need to maintain a positive mindset and be patient with their bodies as they heal. Finally, let's not forget about nutrition. Eating a balanced diet rich in proteins, vitamins, and minerals can help speed up the recovery process. Hydration is also vital in maintaining overall health and aiding recovery. Prevention and recovery are crucial in sports, but sometimes injuries are just unavoidable. It's the nature of the game, but with the right approach to prevention and recovery, athletes can bounce back stronger and more resilient than ever. But what about the mental impact of these injuries? Well, it's a crucial facet that often goes unnoticed. The physical pain and discomfort are apparent, but the psychological effects can be just as debilitating, which are often hidden beneath the surface. When an athlete experiences an injury, it's not just their body that takes a hit, their mind does too. The sudden change in routine, the inability to participate in the sport they love, and the uncertainty of recovery can all contribute to a whirlwind of emotions. These can include depression, anxiety, and even a fear of re-injury once they're back on the field. Depression is common among injured athletes. The loss of identity that comes when they're sidelined, the feeling of being disconnected from their team, and the fear of losing their place can lead to a downward spiral of negative thoughts and feelings. Anxiety, too, is a frequent visitor in the minds of injured athletes. The constant worry about recovery time, the stress of not being able to perform, and the fear of letting their team down can all lead to heightened anxiety levels, making the recovery process even more challenging. Then there's the fear of re-injury. It's a haunting thought that can hinder an athlete's performance long after they've physically healed. The fear of going through the pain, the rehabilitation, the time off again can be overwhelming. But here's the good news. There are strategies to manage these psychological effects. Psychological counseling can be incredibly beneficial, providing athletes with coping mechanisms, strategies to deal with their feelings, and ways to rebuild their confidence. And let's not forget the power of support from family and friends. Their encouragement, understanding, and love can be a beacon of hope during dark times, a reminder that it's okay to be human, to be injured, and to need help. Injuries affect more than just the body. They can also have a significant impact on an athlete's mind. And acknowledging this is the first step towards a holistic approach to recovery. So, what have we learned about sports injuries? We've journeyed through the world of sports, delving into the risks, the triumphs, and the challenges. We've seen that sports injuries are not just a possibility, but an all-too-common reality for many athletes. From sprains and strains to severe injuries that can sideline even the most tenacious competitors, the threat of injury is a constant companion in the pursuit of athletic excellence. We've explored the stories of renowned athletes such as Kylian Mbappé, Tiger Woods, and Serena Williams, each with their own tale of pain, perseverance, and ultimately triumph. Their experiences offer a glimpse into the harsh realities of sports injuries, but also demonstrate the indomitable spirit of athletes. Kylian Mbappé, the football prodigy, showed us that even at the height of one's career, injuries can strike. Yet, his resilience in the face of adversity is a testament to his strength, both physical and mental. Tiger Woods, a golfing legend, faced a series of debilitating injuries that threatened to end his career. But through determination and an unwavering will to succeed, he managed to make a comeback, reminding us all of the power of grit and perseverance. And then there's Serena Williams, a powerhouse on the tennis court who overcame life-threatening complications and injuries to continue to dominate her sport. Her story stands as a beacon of hope for those dealing with injuries, proving that with the right mindset and support, anything is possible. We've also delved into prevention and recovery strategies, highlighting the importance of proper training, equipment, and rest in preventing injuries. We've discovered that recovery is not just about healing the body, but also about nurturing the mind, and that a holistic approach to recovery can make all the difference. And let's not forget the mental impact of injuries. We've seen how injuries can lead to feelings of frustration, anxiety, and even depression. But we've also discussed how these challenges can be managed with psychological support being just as crucial as physical rehabilitation in the recovery process. In the end, sports injuries are a part of the game. They are a test of an athlete's resilience, a hurdle to be overcome on the path to success, but they're not insurmountable. With the right approach, a blend of prevention, prompt treatment, physical rehabilitation, and psychological support, they can be managed and overcome. In the face of adversity, remember the stories of Kylian, Tiger, and Serena. Remember their battles, their triumphs, and their comebacks. Let their stories inspire you, motivate you, and remind you that every setback is indeed a setup for a comeback. Sports injuries are a serious matter, but with the right approach, they can be managed and overcome. Remember, every setback is a setup for a comeback.